Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Steven, aka Storm, and we are back for some more of the Elder Scrolls Online as Reewish, the Mighty Battle Lizard. You're probably wondering, Storm, it's not Sunday, why are you streaming? Like, well, I'm trying to get back into the habit of streaming on days other than just Sunday because I'm going to be streaming on Fridays once Pokemon Scarlet and Violet comes out. I'm just sending out the invitations real quick. So I figured this would be an excellent time to try to knock out some more of this quest line. Anyways, that is what I am doing. Hello, welcome to the stream. I'm actually surprised we're actually up to 50 followers. Woo! I'm kind of surprised we've made it to 50. Like, I really am. Like, it's been a long time, and like we've very slowly grown since my transfer over to Twitch. Like, I've been streaming on Twitch for a good part of this saga. I think I started on YouTube, and I was having issues with YouTube because it was it was 2020. And YouTube was being overloaded with people streaming to it, and I just could not get my streams to go through. So I switched over to Twitch. There was the whole debacle where I lost 3 hours of Cold Harbor. Yeah, that was a thing that happened. Alright, let's use this time breach.
Deshan, eh? A lot of transliminal dead residue here. Must be the Fesh. Did you know Fesh experience 37 different varieties of fear? That's why they always look surprised.
I didn't really need to know that there were 37 varieties of fear. Augur, that was a little bit excessive. Thank you, though. We're gonna see if we can't make some serious progress on this quest line. This quest line is the only thing standing in our way from starting Skyrim, because once we finish this, it's Skyrim time until Fire Song comes out, and then we'll stream Fire Song on the channel until it's done, and then it's back to Skyrim again until the next big chapter comes out. Because I don't stream prologues and dungeons on Sunday. Those days I do those, typically I do prologues the day after they come out, because I'm doing them on my main character first. And then typically we do dungeon runs the week they first come out, sometimes a little bit later depending on schedules and stuff. We did the dungeon runs for, I want to say we did Ascendant Tide. We did it, or yeah, I want to say Ascendant Tide, we did it the day they came out, like the actual day. And then on Lost Depths, we did it the week it came out, like 3 days after.
The Numeral created the stuff of towers in the first era. How do you know about a tower the dwarves hadn't made yet? Ow! Brain explosion!
Yeah, that's interesting. Alright, we've recovered 4 fragments of the Staff of Towers, of which there are 8 fragments. So we have half the Staff of Towers in our possession. Let us return to Artaeum. It's been some time since we've been back to Artaeum. I can't even remember when we were last on Artaeum. It was probably after we finished Breaches on the Bay, which would have been sometime back in, I want to say April? Yeah, that sounds about right. So it's been about half a year since we've been to Artaeum on stream. guessing I probably shouldn't call this a part because it's being done on a Friday. I should probably call this overtime, which is what I used to call my Friday streams when I was doing old content to try to help clean up a little bit.
Welcome back, Initiate. I see you have recovered all the staff fragments. Such a collection of artifacts. It is difficult to miss.
Yes, I recovered all 4.
Excellent. I will find a safe place for them here in the Tapora Tower. 4 less artifacts in the world eases my mind considerably. Once we find the remaining 4 fragments, our task will be complete.
Where are the 4 remaining fragments?
Regrettably, we have not located them yet. Our scryers discovered the first 4 by studying the collision of tonal waves. The Psijic seals you placed in Tamriel provided information that was vital to this pursuit.
So I need to place more Psijic seals to discover the remaining fragments.
Exactly. Each time breach you seal brings us closer to recovering the remaining fragments. I knew you would be an asset to the Order, but you have exceeded even my expectations. You are clearly prepared for greater things. Take this, and my thanks. Are you ready for another journey to Tamriel, Initiate?
Yes, where do you need me to go?
Another cluster of time breaches appeared in the Wood Elves' homeland, Valenwood. We need you to seal these breaches, just as you did before. Josaja will provide the tools you need. May I ask another favor of you?
Of course, what do you need?
Please, just take a moment and discuss this matter of the staff with Josaja. I fear that she still resents my decision to lock the fragments away. She suffered a trauma. The promise of this staff could create an unwelcome distraction.
Alright, I'll talk to Josiah and seal these breaches. Okay, let's go talk to Josiah. Excuse me.
It's good to see you again, Initiate. The Lore Master told you about the breaches in Valenwood, right? I have your equipment here.
Are you alright, Josiah? Calarius is worried about you.
I'm fine. I wish that he'd stop, I don't know, hovering. I won't lie to you. I'm disappointed that we won't have the opportunity to study the staff and its time-distorting properties. But that's ultimately his decision. I will abide by it.
He said you suffered a trauma that might cloud your judgment.
He's referring to my family's fall, no doubt. My family dealt in trade, ferrying goods from Sentinel to remote Imperial holdings. My father was always selective when it came to contracts. My brother, Afar, never took those lessons to heart.
So he made a bad deal?
Yes, a disastrous deal. Shortly after I left, the Longhouse Emperor Leovic put out a call for an Alakiri trader to transport a shipment of arms across the desert. Afar leapt at the opportunity. He used our entire estate as collateral.
What happened?
Exactly what you'd think. The caravan was waylaid by bandits, and the Empire seized our lands, our businesses, everything. My family fell into abject poverty. Some turned to begging, theft, or worse. So, now you know. You should get going.
Alright, I'm sorry about what happened. Examine the Psijic map. Alright, so we're going to Grotwood, Greenshade, and Malabar Tor. Well, at least on the good side, Valenwood was, or not Valenwood, Vardenfell was not part of the base game back then, so if Vardenfell had been, they probably would have stuck a bunch of time rifts all over Vardenfell, so I am very glad that Vardenfell was not, in fact, part of the base game when Somerset came out. Alright, off we go. I need to finish those 2 quests as well. But those are side quests. I can easily finish those off screen because they're not important. They're just flavors, daily repeatable quest. Okie dokie. So the first rifts are here in Grotwood. Oscar, the Ossuary of Telescar. Okay, so here. Yeah, I have a thing pulled up to use as a cheat sheet to try to help speed this process along, since there's a lot of rifts. Now, Craglorn's going to be the problem. I probably should have done Craglorn normally, but I chose not to, and I'm going to pay the price for choosing not to. But it is what it is. Okay, we ride. Also, to put this in a good way, I don't actually know when I'm shopping this weekend, so I might be shopping on Sunday. And if that was to happen, I wouldn't be able to stream on Sunday, which would make me sad, because that would make me even less close to starting Skyrim. So, this is actually a good north, east, we need to go this way. We need to go west.
I think
There
there's
we
a
go.
breach here. It's hard to say with all these alien ruins lying about. You would not believe how many ghosts are asking me for favors right now. Ghosts, am I right? They're never satisfied.
There it is. Time breach discovered. Sealing time breach. Time breach sealed. Next one. Okay, yeah. So the next one is over here, where we fought with the dark elf inside the giant tree stump. So let's head back down to the Way Shrine. Wow, I can't believe we came here earlier this year. Like, we finished this zone right before High Isle came out. Like, that's how much progress we made this year, if I do say so myself.
Gilvardell. Of course the breach pops up here. You know that blowhard Molag Ball sat on this place a while back, right? Or stepped on it or something. I don't know. Anyway, be careful.
Yeah, I know. Molag Ball was summoned here, yes. I understand. You know, I probably ought to do the thing. There we go, double experience mode turned on, which I should have done from the start, honestly. There it is. I'm not the only one doing this quest right now. That's kind of cool. It's usually really rare when you're doing the Psijic Order quest line. It's very rare to see somebody else doing the Psijic Order quest line as well, because a lot of people did it a long time ago, and most people don't do it on, you know, successive characters. If they want to grind the Psijic Order skill line, they'll probably just purchase the boost from the crown stores. That way they don't have to go through this whole sprawling quest again. But honestly, I don't consider a playthrough done until you have done the Psijic Order quest line. Like, it's part of the Somerset experience. Like, a playthrough of Somerset is not finished until you've done the Psijic Order quest line. There's a quest I missed over there? That's weird. I'm not concerned about it, but...
Definitely another breach here, mate. First rule of finding rifts in time, always check the creepy, decrepit towers first.
Oh, the tower. He flat told me where this one was. Okay, so that's, I don't know if that's the right mindset to have, random person in the chat. I know you can't hear me because it's group chat, but like, you should teach him to play games for himself and not just grind for you. If you're having your child grind for you, that's not right. Oh, that's not great. This is green shade, right? This is in fact green shade, yes. That's great. No, I just want to remember all like the good times with the battle lizard. It's like, and you know, it's had its ups and downs to the playthrough, like several different ones actually. Okay, Fisherman's Rest, Malmer Camp, within the labyrinth. Okay, well we know where the labyrinth is, so the labyrinth is here, so that's where we'll head first. The Malmer Camp, Fisherman's Rest is here. Malmer Camp. Is that at Seaside Sanctuary? Hold on. Windfall's Rest. Excuse me, sorry. Interesting. I'll have to look for that one, but I know where I know where two of them are, so we'll start with the two that I know where they're at. So. Ah, well, okay, that's where it is. Okay. Malmer Camp is a world boss. That's why I can't see it. I don't have all the world bosses discovered on this map. Let's see here. I have a rough idea where it is. I think it's either down in this area or up in here somewhere, so. Go ahead and stick a marker down right in this area right here. Fact is, we're a third of the way through our second quest for the day. Technically speaking, we already did most of the first quest on Sunday. We just didn't finish it up. But I'm technically counting it as a quest completed today. So.
We've got this.
Looks like there's another breach here in what can only laughingly be called a maze. Alright, mate. If you get lost in this thing, I'm gonna have to take a long, hard look at our relationship.
Alright, we'll head to the southern way shrine. Apparently my ceasefire with thunderbugs doesn't apply to this area. Good to know.
Not worthy to stand before you.
I remember that first stream where I played as this character. I was on Becknick Isle, like the start of the Ebonheart Pact questline. I was like, you know what? I want to play through all the story. I'm going to start with the beginning of the pack, and I'm not going to have anything done prior to that other than the prologue. And I'm going to just play through the entire game on stream. That was the plan, and I've succeeded at that plan, like, by quite a lot. Like, we've come really far in the 2 years that I've been streaming. Well, 2 years and a bit. Like, it's technically a little more than 2 years, but... And it's not like we're gonna be done. It's not like we're never gonna see Reewish again.
Great.
Every time new content comes out,
I'd
we'll be
see
seeing him
this
again.
one day.
Might help if I went to the right spot. I got my locations mixed up.
Stendarr keep me safe. And my coins in my purse.
Huh, there's a quest I didn't do here. That's fine. I think it's like smuggling or something like that. I'm absolutely fine without doing a smuggling quest. And of course I get knocked off my mount, and a crocodile is just happens to be waiting right when I get knocked off my mount, so I can't jump back on.
There's definitely a breach around here somewhere, Meat Brain. You don't mind me calling you Meat Brain, do you? I mean, as mundane physical brains go, you're really top of the class.
Alright, stealing the last one of Green Shade.
On the move.
No, not the last one of Green Shade. Almost the last one of Green Shade. That was the second one of Green Shade. Oh, that wasn't a dog, that was a tiger. I was like, is that Barbarous? I was like, nope, that wasn't Barbarous, that was a tiger. Tiger, Barbarous, same difference really, honestly.
Wow, lots of people gathering around this breach. Odd. They've all got little tails. Wait, I get it now. They're monkeys. I'm telling you, mate, it's impossible to tell you all apart.
Okay, that's done, and we'll take the path over here to Malabar Tor. I think this is the place I was thinking about where you can jump into another zone. You come down here and like jump over it. No, that's not it. No, I think I got confused with this last time. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a place that I can't remember where it is, where there's like a bridge that goes over the two areas and you can jump from one zone to another. Like physically jump and like you land in the other zone. I can't remember.
Back in the saddle.
Back in the saddle again. Yippee-ki-yay, I go my own way. Okie dokie, under a bridge south of Treenhinge, in the middle of Horseshoe Isle, on an island northeast of the ESO River based in Dolmen, okay. So, Treehinge is up here, so there's one south of Treehinge. There's one over by this dolmen over here. And the other one is in the middle of Horseshoe Island, which is... Here. Okay. So it's all at the northern side of the map. So let's go to the Way Shrine and head to the northern side of the map. Yeah, definitely glad I didn't try to grind all this out on Sunday. I definitely would not have finished. I definitely would have tried, but I definitely would not have finished.
On the move.
Yeah, I was just thinking about, a friend was talking to me about how, Pokemon, or how the Nintendo should do a new Switch recently. And I was thinking, like, yeah, they've got a point, but even more importantly, there's something else you should
More
look
than a
at.
few snakes around this breach, mate. Ugh. Silly little beasts, always waggling along with no arms or legs. I don't have arms or legs either, but you don't see me biting people.
But look at how many Pokemon generations have been on each, like, console. I'm not talking about the number of games in general, although we could count it by that, but look at the actual number of generations. So, Generation 1 was on the Game Boy. It was the only generation on the regular Game Boy. Although Generation 2 could be played on the regular Game Boy, it was technically on the Game Boy Color. Although I think the first games were actually technically supposed to be on the Game Boy Color too, now that I think about it. Maybe not. Maybe I'm confused. Okay, next one is gonna be a bridge south of Treehenge, so probably about there. So let's head back to the Way Shrine and we'll jump there. Yeah, as I was saying, Generation 1, Game Boy. Generation 2, Game Boy Color. Generation 3, Game Boy Advance. Was the only generation of Pokemon on the Game Boy Advance. It had 5 games, but it was still the only generation on the Game Boy Advance. Generation 4. Generation 5. Both generations were on the Nintendo DS. And also, technically speaking, Generation... I want to say that, didn't Black and White and Black and White 2 only work in the DSIs? Like, for some reason I'm thinking that Black and White and Black and White 2 wouldn't play in regular DS. Because I might be wrong there. But that's what I'm thinking. For some reason, I don't know why I'm thinking that, if that's not true, but it's very possible I could be wrong. Generation 6 and 7 were both on the 3DS. So we've had the last two consoles, like the DS and the 3DS, each had 2 generations of Pokemon. Well, we're getting our 2nd generation of Pokemon on the Switch, so if you look at it, we're kind of due for a change in console after, before Generation 10. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I was kind of hoping Nintendo would stay on the Switch for a while, or just make an upgraded version of the Switch where you can still play the new games on the Switch, or you can get the new upgraded version of the console. They kind of did that with the Olean.
Stick in the dirt or something? Look, I can't keep track of all your ridiculous idioms. Doesn't even make any sense.
Honestly, the Olean didn't change a whole lot either, though. So, I don't know. I'm not an expert at these things, so... And that's not what we're here for. We're here for Tamriel, which I am. Well, I'm not going to say I'm an expert, but I've dug deep into the lore. Like, I've listened to the lore, I've, read the lore, I've explored the games, and I'm getting ready to do it all over again in Skyrim, which I'm super excited about. Like, I can't even express how excited I am to be able to dive back into Skyrim with, a stream. And it's not just like a stream, it's a goal. And I need to play Skyrim for my own personal time too, because I need to play with the descendant of my main character in ESO, because when I play Elder Scrolls 6, I'm first going to play as the descendant of my main character and not the descendant of this character. That descendant of this character will be for streaming, and we'll get to that, technically speaking, there's a chance that it won't actually be a descendant of this character I play as. Because honestly, depending on who the stream decides is going to be my character's spouse, my character may not be capable of having children of their own. So instead, we'll follow the biological line of one of the children we adopt in the game, and that will be our biological line carrying forward to the Elder Scrolls 6. That could be very interesting, actually. It's like I'm an Argonian by adoption. It's like. My ancestor was an adopted by an Argonian who was descendant from the great Reewish, the mighty battle lizard. Yeah, I'm actually considering throwing conjuration into the mix for my build, because Conjuration's kind of like Reewish's thing, like when he summons Stormy. I mean, Lightning and stuff is too, but honestly, Magic and Skyrim really not that great. Like, I mean, in the easier difficulties, yeah, it's fine, but eventually you reach a wall where you can't really, like... You run into a wall at some point where the magic is just not doing enough damage anymore to make it worthwhile. And I know there are, like, mods and stuff that fixes that, but I'm playing on the PS4, and I'm playing modless, so... I have some stuff from the... I will have some stuff from the... What's it called? The collect... Not the store. The Creation Club. I will have some creations, but I don't think the magic spells that come from the Creation Club are sufficient enough to make up for the differential with magic, to make magic worth my while. And to be honest, I really want to play a Night Lizard. Like, I want to use a sword and I want to use a shield. And I want to use Dawnbreaker. Like, that's not going to be my primary weapon all the time, but if I'm going up against Draugr, I'm freaking going to use Dawnbreaker. It just makes sense that Reewish's ancestor would get their hands on Dawnbreaker after all that he and Meridia have been through together.
There you are. I was wondering when you'd return. Did all go well in Valenwood?
Yes, I closed all the time breaches.
Excellent. And by the way, I'm sorry about how I've been acting. You've done nothing but help the Order. I had no right to take my frustrations out on you.
It's alright.
It isn't, but thank you all the same. Honestly, it was good to speak about my family again. The Psijic Code makes conversations like that difficult. Thank you.
You're welcome. What's next?
The Scryers are already clamoring about all the information coming back from the Psijic seals you placed. We'll locate the last 4 pieces of the staff soon. I know it. In the meantime, take this. I'm sure you will put it to good use. From what the Lore Master tells me, the Scryers are nearly halfway to locating the last 4 pieces of the staff. Placing another batch of Psijic seals should give them all the information they need. Are you ready for another trip to the continent?
Always, yes. Where am I headed this time?
A new cluster of time distortions appeared in the swamps and fields north of Blackmarsh, Shadowfen and Deshaan specifically. Take the auger, the seals, and this map of the region. At this point, I'm sure you know what to do with them.
I'll steal these new time breaches. Do you need anything else?
It might be worth talking to the Lore Master. He would never admit it, but I think something is bothering him. Something about the staff fragments.
Alright, I'll set out for Blackmarsh after I speak with Claris. Back to Shadowfen. For those who aren't familiar, I don't know if I've gotten over this in stream. Hold on, let me talk to him real quick.
Initiate. What a welcome diversion. I assume Josaja told you that our scryers are well on their way to locating the last 4 fragments of the staff. We have you to thank. Now then, can I help you with something?
Have you made any progress with the staff?
Progress? To be perfectly honest, no, we have not. It was my intention to keep the various fragments separate from one another, to seal them away in discreet hidden vaults. The results have been less than satisfactory.
What do you mean?
Some force keeps drawing the fragments back together. Despite my best efforts, they resist any attempt to fully separate them. I have tried safes, vaults, warding cases, but every time, the fragments manage to reunite.
Do you have any idea why?
Not yet, but I will say this. There is an intention to it. Of that, I am certain. Something in these fragments yearns for reunification. To what end? That remains a troubling mystery. But those questions will keep. You have work to do, Initiate.
Okay. Let's return to Tamriel and get started. Alright, as I was saying, this has to do with the backstory of Reewish, the Mighty Battle Lizard. Like I said, I probably haven't, I don't think I've gone over and stream on this, but Reewish's mother was a member of the Breakthroat tribe in Murkmire. So his actual birthplace is Murkmire. It was a time when there was a big like issue going on in Murkmire at the time, and most of the males were away driving back while the female were, you know, it was time to lay their eggs, so they couldn't go out with the men. And a crafty Argonian bard snuck in, and, well, the women, let's just say that things got very lizardy. And as a result, all of the females got banished with their eggkin from the results of this issue, and it ended up with all of them going to Shadowfen, where Reewish and his sister were. In fact, he has a sister that I was going to do the Dark Brotherhood and the Thieves Guild quest lines on. I might still one day do that, but it's not in the plans anytime soon, to be honest with you. Still bruised? I don't think it is, but hold on. No. No, it's not. Still feels bruised. That's weird. I'm pretty sure the first breach is down here in the Orc stronghold. Yep,
Breach around here somewhere. Oh, and by the way, Kelleris has no idea what he's doing with that stuff. Ah well, dragon breaks aren't so bad. I'm joking. They're horrific, mate.
Dragon breaks aren't that bad. I'm joking, they're horrific, mate. Yeah, no kidding. Like, dragon breaks are freaking awful. There's the time breach on the other side of the walls. I guess he's gonna have to ride in a big circle. He has no idea what he's doing with that staff. But don't worry, dragon breaks aren't that bad. I'm joking, they're awful. I would rather not break the dragon unless I have to. Ow! Hey, at least I stilled the rift before he smacked me one. Alright, so there's two up along... Oh, hold on. The next one looks like it's on the way to... Okay, I think I see where that one is. I think it's over here near... But yeah, it's near Dwemer Ruin. That makes sense. Because the Dwemer were all about playing with tonal energy, which is not great, so... Not bad. We're almost an hour into the stream and we've finished 2 quests so far. Like I said, anything we can do to lower the total number of quests before I try to grind out the rest of it, that will definitely help.
What do you suppose they do for fun around here?
I'll probably only stream for 2 hours tonight. I've got a guild event that I'm subbing tonight, so I don't want to spend too long and miss my shower, so... But I just, like I said, want to get back in the habit of streaming twice a week, so... Actually, I'd like to get up to streaming 3 times a week, but that's going to have to... I don't know when I'm going to stream the other time, so... And what I'm going to stream, that's another issue. Like, what am I going to stream? It's like... I mean, I guess I could pick up Final Fantasy XIV again. Like, I've got a character I started on Final Fantasy XIV, and I advanced it far enough to do the seasonal quest. In fact, I have a seasonal quest right now that I probably should do a stream for.
They were always whacking sprockets with their little baby hammers, toiling away on their tiny brass xylophones. Good riddance, eh?
Yeah, I definitely should probably get around to doing that holiday event on stream. It's actually a pretty nice event. Eventually, I'll do my Final Fantasy 14 stream. I'm not in any hurry to do it, honestly. Speaking of Final Fantasy 14, I forgot to do something that I'll need to make sure I do today before I stop playing games for the day. Okay, so the next one is... hold on. Alright, hold on, let me pull up the map. Alright, so we got the first one on the far left, and we got the one towards the center. So next there's the 3 on this side of the map. I know where this one on the far right in the bottom is. This one's at the Shrine of St. Velos, and I think this one is Triple Circle Mine. Where's that at? Triple Circle Mine, right here. So somewhere in this area, right over here. Hi-ho, hi-ho, it's off to Deshaun we go. Nice quiet jaunt through Deshaun. They can certainly try to follow me. They're not going to do very good at it. Excuse me. I'm definitely not going to buy it if you're not going to put a price on it. I hate when somebody's like, make me an offer. I'm like, don't waste my time. And even Lucky Ghost, like his big streamer, agrees with me that that's just a waste of time. Like, because, you know, people are gonna, like, if you say, make me an offer, you know, you're gonna get lowball. And then you're gonna be like, well, yeah, I don't want to sell it for that low. Like, well, then tell us how much you want. Or give us a starting base on it. Like, so we can try to haggle you down or something. Like, don't just, like, say, oh, just offer me whatever. And then be offended when we offer you a low amount for it.
What is it with you bipeds and waterfalls?
What you might deem the
deluge
low
of
amount
happy
for.
water spirits cast to their doom, smashed to bits on the sullen rocks below? Hardly a recipe for romance, mate.
There it is. I see it. Oop. Okay, so the next one is going to be... oh, it's over near Darkshade Caverns, which is over here.
Here we go.
It might actually be faster if I didn't get back on my mount, to be honest with you. I am an Argonian. I swim really, really fast. Not as fast as I was a stamina-based character, but I can do fairly well.
Rocks, water, more rocks. Wait! That's it! Breach nearby, mate! Sorry, just got distracted by all the behemoth mine snails. It's too bad you can't see them. They're really cute. Sort of.
Behemoth mine snails? And we can't see them? That's just terrifying. Just imagine a giant snail and you can't see it, but you know that it's there. Okay, one more breach to go, and it's up here near the Shrine of St. Bellows. Yeah, let's see. So, after this quest, there's getting the 4 fragments of the Tower Staff that's left. There's breaches in Rivenspire, breaches in Craglorn.
There's a breach here somewhere. Plenty of
I want to say there's
too.
only 3 quests
I won't
left
stop
after this.
shrieking about.
Is that right?
It's
Maybe
either
4 quests after
dying
this?
or pieing. Pieing's a word, right? To pie? Odd thing to get upset about.
Because I believe I did the math, and after I finished the first quest we did today, there was supposed to be 6 quests left. There's the breach. Alright. Alright, to Shadowfen. Well, that was pathetic. I thought I was gonna jump into the water, but apparently not. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I got called by some friends and we had to talk for a minute. Okay, we're going to the roots of the Bog Mother, so. What's the plan for... Ooh.
Dreg? I'm telling you, mate, they used to be a lot more pleasant. Now these land dregs are all crab-faced and stabby. Shame. Let's find this creature and move on, eh?
Okay, so... over this way. Oh, there it is. Okay, 3 more rifts to go. Alright, so the next one is... oh, I know where that one is. The Vile Pavilion. Nope, it's at the... I think it's... I want to say it's here. I could be wrong about that, but we're about ready to find out. Oh,
Yeah,
here
there's
we
a
go.
breach here somewhere. And something's eating it? I certainly wouldn't recommend that, unless you're really anxious to get sucked through your own belly button.
Oh god, that's a scary thought. And it's not something, it looks like a giant mole, like, that's why. When I first saw it, I was like, oh, this is definitely going to be used for something, and it has, twice. Once for this, and once for something that's the... I think it's the prologue for Vardenfell uses it. Yeah, because I think over back here is... no, that's the Ruins of Mazatan dungeon that's back there. And then there was like a little like side place that you could go down into. Or maybe I'm thinking of a different location.
On the move.
Okay. So we've got that. So there's one at the bottom right corner of the map and one at the bottom left corner of the map. I feel like I'm more comfortable finding the one at the bottom left of the map, to be honest with you. Or just not comfortable, but more capable of finding the one at the bottom of the map.
These ruins are dripping with old intention, mate. Forgotten dream forms, frothing hour beasts. Great place for a blood ritual, or a very unsettling birthday party.
Shit, I know where this one is. Oh, well, I was close. It's right over here. Okay, that's another one down. One to go. Near the history in the middle of the prolocating mire, which is... oh, you came over here and you smacked me once and you ran off. Could have at least stayed and fought. Yeah, okay, that is one thing I'm going to have to get used to again, is random encounters I'm actually going to have to deal with in Skyrim. Like, because, I mean, sometimes you can outrun creatures and they'll give up, but not very often. Usually if you run into a creature, you've got to fight it, or like a hostile creature. If a
Reaching
combat
out our
encounter
Argonian
starts,
settlement,
you
I
pretty
think.
much have to finish it.
I
It's very
love
rare for you to
Argonian
be able to
architecture.
escape from a
Who
combat
needs
encounter.
nails and hard angles? Just pile up some slop and call it a house.
My brother actually escaped from a dragon in Skyrim. He decided to put it on master difficulty, or was it legendary? I can't remember. But anyways, he ended up in the river, swimming down the river. The dragon was shooting fire from overhead, but since he had a ring of water breathing, he could stay under the water indefinitely, and the fire had no effect because, you know, it's water. And the fire was basically extinguished as it hit the water, so like he could stay unlimited time under the water, and he outweighted the dragon. The dragon eventually gave off and flew away, and he swam down the river to safety. That's another quest done. Yeah, there's only 3 more quests, or there's only 4 more quests after I turn this one in. There's the Tower's Remains, Time in the Doomcrag Shadow, A Breach Beyond the Crags, and the Tower's Fall.
Welcome back, Initiate. No shortage of mud on your feet, I see. Did you manage to seal all the time breaches in the swamp?
Yes, I placed all the physics seals and closed the breaches.
Well done. With those seals in place, we should have a much better idea of where the remaining staff fragments are hidden. I can't wait to see them.
Wait, I thought Lord Master Kelleris was stealing the fragments away.
That was the plan, yes. But as he may have told you, separating the pieces has proven difficult, even for our most powerful monks. It looks like we'll have to study the staff after all. I'm sure I don't need to tell you how exciting that is.
You think you'll find a way to keep the pieces apart?
Maybe. The leadership seems confident enough. As for me, I'm just happy to have the opportunity to see it. Now, you should probably check in with the lore master. With any luck, our scryers have found the remaining fragments already.
Alright. I think it's about time to get a new controller. Honestly, I kind of want to just switch over to a PS5 at this point, but like getting to that point is not, money-wise, is not easy, so.
Tranquil greetings, Initiate. It seems your efforts in the swamp proved fruitful. Just a short time ago, our scryers located the remaining fragments of the Staff of Towers.
Are you ready for me to set out?
I am. But first, we should take a moment to acknowledge your achievement. A Psijic must never sacrifice the present at the cost of an uncertain future. Take this as a reward, Caraval. I suspect you will find a use for it before long.
Alright.
The time has come, Initiate. We must gather the final fragments of the Staff of Towers.
Alright, where can I find these fragments?
According to our scryer's visions, fragments lay buried near the Brothers of Strife and Stonefalls, the Weeping Giant in Stormhaven, Greenheart and Greenshade, and the Spellscar in Craglorn. Each of these locations hold great orbic significance.
What should I do when I reach these locations?
You will no doubt find more time breaches near these landmarks. Once the augur attunes to them, it should light a path to the hidden artifacts. You must move quickly, Initiate. Only the Psijic Order is prepared to deal with objects this dangerous.
Alright, I'll go and recover the 4 remaining fragments.
There was one other thing I wanted to discuss with you, Initiate. It will just take a moment.
Sure, Lord Master. What's on your mind?
Once you recover these remaining fragments, I would like you to bring them to me directly. I know that you and Josaja have grown more familiar, but allowing her to inspect these artifacts without supervision would be most unwise.
You don't trust Josiah with the staff?
You misunderstand. I trust Josaja implicitly, but avoiding temptation is one of the chief pillars of moral action. Her interest in this artifact and its potential applications is not purely academic. I sense a private, sentimental motive.
Something to do with her family's woes?
Perceptive. Yes. The matter of her family. It is entirely possible that we have nothing to worry about, but an overabundance of caution is always warranted when it comes to objects of power. Now, I have delayed you long enough. Take care, Initiate.
Farewell, Lore Master. Honestly, the thing that makes me the most nervous about dropping for a PS5 is that I've heard people having issues with their PS5. It's like, see, if I could get it at Best Buy or get it on Best Buy, I could use my Best Buy card and I could slowly pay for it. And if something goes wrong, you know, I'm not out a huge bunch of money out of my pocket all at once, because I can, you know, I can pay it like down slowly, which is what I've been doing with stuff I buy from Best Buy. Like my gaming chair that I'm sitting in. Well, I say gaming chair. It's actually an office chair that I'm using as a gaming chair. I would like to get one of those gaming chairs, like the really nice ones, but honestly, I don't quite like the way they're set up. Alright, so we're going to the Brothers of Strife first. To that Stone Falls. But I have to admit, the ones that ESO makes, like for the Elder Scrolls Online, are absolutely gorgeous. And like, just absolutely gorgeous. Expensive, but gorgeous. Alright, here's a Mundus Tear.
Wait a minute. Haven't we been here before? Giant stone maniacs strangling each other to death? It's silly, eh? First one to crumble into rubble loses, I guess.
Yeah, we've been here before. You weren't with me when we came here, but I've been here before.
What's this? The Red Tower fragment? Careful with that one, mate. It's temperamental and full of spirit lava. That's the most dangerous kind of lava.
Spirit lava. Imagine that, my friend. Full of spirit lava. If anyone's unfamiliar, the Red Tower is Red Mountain, like the giant volcano that destroyed Morrowind in the Third Era. Was it the Fourth? Anyways, Morrowind was destroyed by it. Alright, so we're going to the Weeping Giant next. The Weeping Giant is in Stormhaven. Excuse me. Yeah, I think we'll finish the 2 hours out, and then whatever's left we'll finish on Sunday. And then I don't know if I feel like if I save it for Sunday, I'm going to run out of stuff to do way before the 3 hours is up. Who knows? Maybe I'll start Skyrim Sunday. We won't get a huge start, but we'll get a start, which is the important part. And honestly, getting past the prologue, or the intro part of the game, is the big step. Because, like, you know, going through that tutorial area that everyone's gone through 4 or 5 times, That's like super long, and the game doesn't really start until you're outside of it anyways. Even having said that, I'm going to do the whole thing.
Well, that is a prodigious statue. We don't build statues anymore where I come from. They always end up coming alive, sneezing death algorithms all over the place. Trust me, it was a miss.
Death algorithm. Yeah, I have to admit, these are a lot easier to find than the first fragments were.
This one's a winner, mate. The white gold fragment. The Archmage Enumeral carried it around all the time, you know. Slung around his scrawny neck like a cowbell. Classic alien, eh?
I always gotta take a swan dive from the nose of the giant.
Your spells have drained
It's just tradition at this point. Alright, green heart, which is in green shade. I like this. It's like a scavenger hunt all over Tamriel. Like, we can visit all the places we've been to over the course of this journey.
Tree elves and their trees, am I right? They never sing them into anything interesting. Houses, bridges, chairs. When is someone gonna sing a tree into something useful, like a singing land boat?
Singing land boat. There's a mental image for you. And of course, it's skeevers. Protecting the fragment. What have we got here?
Green fragment, eh? You know, if you left it in the dirt long enough, it would have grown a new tower. Honest.
I mean, that's actually not a bad thing.
There's never a wasp nest around when you need it.
Stendarr, protect us from harm.
Honestly, it's the tigers that should be scared at this point. Although, as soon as we're playing Skyrim and I run into a saber cat, I'll be like, fuck, shit, fuck. It'll be some time before saber cats aren't scary again. Alright. To Craglorn. Though crossed by caravans and Covenant troops going to and from Cyrodiil, this wild region of eastern Hammerfell is virtually no man's land. It's anchored on the east and west by the towns of Ilinar and Dragonstar. It could be cool. I really hope Craglorn gets redeemed by being in the Elder Scrolls 6. If we get to visit the area of Craglorn during the Elder Scrolls 6, I'll be happy that it'll be a solo player area and I don't have to deal with the group bullshit. And hopefully it's not as awfully horrifying as it is in this game. There's like magic little things in the air that summon a bunch of death in them. Oh, now we're in a group area. Okay, it's probably not as bad as I'm remembering. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's probably not as bad as I'm remembering, but you have to understand, I came to Craglorn was added to the game when I was low level, and it was advertised as having something for everyone. So I was like, oh cool. So I go waltzing in as my like level 10 self, and the next thing you know, I'm traumatized from all of the death and the running around.
This just won't do at all.
Ah, this place is awful. Feels like something's feeding my head through a lumber mill. And that noise! Can you hear that? Ah, let's find this fragment and get out of here.
I don't even see the... Oh, there it is. Yeah, there's a lot of, like, rogue magic. In fact, the area around Craglorn makes me think of the Spell Plague from, Forgotten Realms. It's like, I just instinctively think of the Spell Plague. Ah, there it is. But we're going to be coming back to Craglorn. Not this week, but definitely next week.
Congratulations! Good for you. Now let's get out of here, eh? Teeth feel like they're gonna fall out of my face. Ow! Ow! Ow!
So we're on our way out. Just be patient. Yeah, there's the Death Squad. And the glowy death rocks with their sparkles and the shining light, and get me the fuck out of here. Oh. And of course, chat is being as spicy as ever. Because it's Craglorn. And all the sweatiest players are here trying to get into trials. Thing is, if I pushed it out another hour, would I be able to finish? If I was to surrender my shower tonight, like just to say, could I finish? 7:30 now. I think, yeah, I could probably get done by 10. We'll see. We'll see how far we are by the 2-hour mark. We've got 40 minutes, so... I say if it looks like we can finish, I'm gonna finish tonight. And then start Skyrim on Sunday. Or tomorrow, whichever day I'm not going shopping.
Old ways be praised. Welcome back, Initiate. I hesitate to ask, but I must. Were you successful? Did you recover the remaining staff fragments?
Yes, I collected all 4 fragments.
What a great relief. You have the Order's deepest admiration. Alas, more work remains. With the introduction of 4 new fragments, the forces drawing the staff together may grow stronger. Hopefully, gathering all 8 will yield greater insights.
Do you think you'll be able to store the staff safely?
If any society of mages can do it, it is the Psijic Order. You will no doubt be pleased to hear that Josaja has gained some valuable perspective. We spoke at length, and now she seems committed to disassembling the staff.
That's good to hear. What's next?
Many tasks yet remain. Even with the staff of towers here in Artaeum, the time storms continue to rage on Tamriel. But for now, let us give proper recognition to your success. Take this knowledge, Initiate. You have most certainly earned it. Are you prepared to set out again, Initiate? As I said, this threat to Nirn is far from settled.
What do you need me to do, Lord Master?
Even with the staff fragments removed from Tamriel, time breaches continue to open across the continent. This time, in the forbidding land of Rivenspire. I only pray that they do not grow stronger, now that the staff is so close to completion.
Do you need me to seal more breaches?
We do. As always, The auger, map, and Sigil seals are prepared for your use. Josaja will provide them. Return to me once you have closed the breaches. We will solve this problem of the staff soon. You have my word.
Alright, I'll go speak with Josiah. Time in the Doomcrag Shadow. Get my XP buff going again.
Ah, welcome back, Initiate. I can't believe you collected all 8 fragments of the staff. I know that we intend to render it inert, but there's no harm in learning more along the way, right? Now, I hear you're setting out for Rivenspire.
Yes, the Lore Master sent me to collect my gear.
Of course. Do I sound giddy? Sorry. I just never imagined we'd have a chance to actually study the staff. This promises to be very illuminating, at least for now.
Are you prepared to let this go when the time comes?
Of course. I mean, it will probably be some time before we discover the secret of keeping it fragmented anyway. You still doubt my intentions? I guess that's not surprising. I would not betray the Order, Initiate. Not even for my family's name.
Alright, I'll see you when I return.
Yes, you will. Safe travels, Initiate.
Honestly, part of me kind of wants to do some of the companion quest line. And honestly, I would be more interested in doing more of the companion quest line if you didn't get locked out of doing jobs by doing the companion quest line. Like, see, that's my thing. It's like, they're like, you know, we have this thing for you, or you could get more work. But then nobody will give you work until you complete the next main quest, meaning that you have to continue to and see, the thing is like, when the game first came out, like, I would complete jobs, and it wouldn't immediately throw me into the next main quest. Like, it would be a job, and then it would be another job, and then another job, and then it might be a quest. Like, it was kind of like random when the next main quest would trigger. It's like, and I'm not the hugest fan that they made it so you have to completely finish, like, everything before the, before all the jobs are open for you all the time. Because then you have to decide if you want to get rid of your werewolf, and like you had to have been a werewolf, and it's like, I don't know. I feel like it could have been handled better. And honestly, it's like the companions in ESO are so cool. It's like they have like their own traditions and stuff. The companions in Skyrim are so watered down by comparison. It's actually kind of sickening to think about, really.
Breach webbed up around here somewhere. Spiders are so adorable. Look at us! We've got 8 little spindly arms. Isn't it scary? Show me something with 8,000
Wait, is it down
arms,
over
and then
here?
maybe
I
I'll
think
get
it
nervous.
is. Hold on.
This one's deep, deep down, right? Kind of like my general expectation of you meat brains. You! Oh, you far exceeded them. Not too hard to do, and they're practically non-existent, but still, kudos.
We fought well.
Yep, there's the first one. At least they're all in the same zone this time. We don't have to change zones. Oh, come on. You just had to get triggered. Well, the time breach is sealed, so we're on our way to the convenience store Speedway. Wait, what? This just in. Speedway doesn't exist in Tamriel. Wait, then where do horses go to refuel? Oh no, are we not refueling our horses? Gwendis, it's horrible.
Here we go.
We're starving our horses. We need to we need to put a petition in for Bethesda to add Speedway to the game, where we take our horses to refill them on carrots and oats and water. You know, somebody actually set it up so you can order a pizza in, I think it's Skyrim or Oblivion, I can't remember which one. And it actually like charges you money and has a pizza delivered to you. As interesting as that sounds. Okay, where is that one? Just west of Azure's Web. Okay, it's northeast, just over here-ish, okay. Alright, second breach sealed. I think the next one is up here, if I'm not forgetting. Or not misremembering. I've had that Kelly Clarkson song, Catch My Breath, stuck in my head for a couple days now. Catching my breath. Letting it go. Turning my cheeks for the sake of this show. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get copyright struck. Good thing I'm not a big streamer. I don't have to worry about that. I doubt anybody will see this part on YouTube just to put up a copyright strike against me.
Yuck, vampires. Pays not to have a nick sometimes, eh? Blood too, I guess. Of course, if you see any antipodal mouth grabbers, you'll let me know, right? They'd just love to get a bite of me.
There it is, time breach.
Together.
Together, together, everyone. Alright, another time breach sealed. Let's head for the next one, which is over near Rivenspire, not Rivenspire, Shorehelm. Go ahead and hop skip over to the Way Shrine to make it go a little faster. I'm honestly surprised at this point I haven't memorized where all the locations are.
Definitely a breach around here, mate. High up, I think. Or what passes for high around here, anyway.
Okay, that's 4 down. 5 to go. Alright, I know where the next one is. It's over near the Sandrin Barrows, so we'll head over that way. Trader's Rest. Glorious Hope, which is a town overrun with blood fiends. We helped Adusadaro here, way back in 2019. No, it wasn't 2019, 2020. Because we...
Take a look around those standing stones, eh? What is it with tipping stones, anyway? Didn't your ancestors have anything better to do? That's the problem with you bipeds. You never apply yourselves.
I think you missed the purpose. auger. Alright. It's another one down. Alright, so the next two are up near here. So up near Fell's Run. I actually spent quite a bit of time around Fell's Run when I was doing fishing in Rivenspire. I fished there a ton. It was like the fishing spot when I was fishing in Riften. Or not Riften, Rivenspire. Dadgummit. Skeevers. Did Uncle Shio send you? Kind of find it weird there are no elf Argonian. There are no elf or beast tribe children. It's all humans. It's all Bretons, Nords, and I think
making them work for nothing.
I think there's Imperial. I don't think there's any Redguard children either.
Sounds a bit worse when you say it out loud, doesn't it?
Honestly, I feel like there should be a Dark Elf child. Like, you know, with the way Dark Elves are in poverty and stuff, I feel like there should have been a Dark Elf child that you could adopt. Okay, when we were down by the Way Shrine, yeah, that's what I thought. Well, it wouldn't surprise me if there's one over here, because Meru's Dagon had a shrine under this place, which makes total sense there would be temporal disturbances. Okay, there's the Time Breach. Alright, and another one this way. Tell you what, I miss Sunkiss.
Another breach tucked away in an old Breton ruin. Don't see many of those around, do you? You know,
but I
built
can't
it
have
over an
caffeine,
alien ruin,
so
right?
I can't drink
Can't
Sunkiss.
wait to see what people build on top of this.
Man, I'm really craving a Sunkiss right now. Maybe I'll have to get a different kind of orange soda. It's not the same. It really isn't. Crush is just not quite the same taste as Sunkissed. Why does Sunkissed even have caffeine? I don't understand that. Like, there's really no purpose to it in particular. I mean, most orange sodas don't have caffeine. Sunkissed is like the only orange soda that I know of that has caffeine, other than like Livewire Mountain Dew, but that's because it's Mountain Dew with orange flavoring added to it. Surprised there's not a caffeine-free variant of Sunkissed. And the thing is, most of the drinks Sunkissed make are caffeine-free. They're berry lemonade, caffeine-free. They're great, caffeine-free. Why is Orange Sunkissed the only one of their drinks that has caffeine in it? That's an excellent question. I don't know why that is. Oh, Sunkissed Pineapple, which is actually really good, by the way, and so is Fanta Pineapple. If you've never had a pineapple soda, you are missing out. Pineapple soda is amazing.
Let's find this breach before the tide comes in.
I was skeptical when I first drank it, but there wasn't very many options at the time, so I got one, and I drank it, and I love it. Like, it's one of my favorite sodas. I don't have it very often, but when I do, it's always delicious. Doesn't matter what the brand is. We had these little chubbies. They had a pineapple one. It was good. We had the Save-A-Lots brand pineapple. That was good. Fanta brand pineapple. And then the other pineapple was... I want to say it was Sunkissed was the other one. Have I had Sunkissed pineapple? I've had Fanta pineapple. I've had the little chubby pineapple. I've had the off-brand pineapple. I don't know if I've had Sunkissed pineapple. I'll have to keep an eye out for it the next time I'm at a store. Give it a try. Now I want soda. And I don't have any soda. I did have soda. I had a Sierra Mist with dinner.
Another breach out there. Maybe we should leave this one be, you know?
I really need to lay
Honestly,
off on the soda though.
what's
I
the worst
really
that
do.
can happen? Wait, I'm not encouraging you to ask me that question. The answer is very graphic.
Which is, you know, the worst time of the year to do that because the Arctic cranberries coming out, or the spiced cranberries coming out again soon. And gosh, do I love spiced cranberry Sprite. Also, this time of year, I tend to drink a bunch of cider-themed drinks, like hot apple tea or apple cider, because my characters come from an orchard, and I drank a ton of that kind of stuff when I was writing the early chapter. Alrighty, so we've got another quest done. Honestly, I think I am going to do the extra hour and see if I can't knock out the Craglorn ones. Like, if I can knock out the Craglorn ones, I can definitely finish the other quest in the same hour, and we can be done. Like, it's only now 7:49. I've got, you know, roughly 2 hours until the event. So, and I only have, yeah, I think I can do it. I think I can finish Elder Scrolls Online tonight. Well, as far as you can finish an MMO, like get caught up to the point where I have to start streaming again on November 5th. Well, not November 15th. It'll be the November 20th, I think. Let's see, Friday's the 18th, 19th. Yeah, the 20th will be my first stream of Fire Song, which is the second half of the DLC for this game. But I'll be done with Fire Song like halfway through December, if not sooner. Because I stream 3 hours a day now, every day that I stream. So, honestly, I probably could start at 10 and stream till 2 and get 4 hours in. I'll have to think about that. 4 hours is a big stream. But it would also, you know, help me get a lot of progress in Skyrim in, which my goal is to finish the Skyrim stream by the time Elder Scrolls 6 comes out. I would like to get that done. Like, if Elder Scrolls 6 gets a hard date in the system, I'm going to be doing everything in my power to finish my Skyrim playthrough before it comes out. So that way I can stream Elder Scrolls 6, like, you know, when it's relevant.
Tranquil greetings, Initiate. You carry yourself with a victor's confidence. Did you seal the breaches in Riven Spire?
Yes, all the breaches in Riven Spire are sealed, Lord Master.
Excellent. I wish I could echo the sentiment. Our work on the Staff of Towers proceeds at a snail's pace. Every time we make a breakthrough, something interferes. At first, I thought it was the staff itself, expressing some otherworldly intention.
And now?
I fear sabotage. After long consideration, I permitted Josaja to assist me in this endeavor. She was jubilant. But now, it seems her interest in the artifact remains personal. It brought me no pleasure, but I had to remove her from the project.
How did she take the news?
Not well, but she will see the wisdom in it. Avoidance of temptation is a crucial element of moral action. In her heart, she knows this, perhaps better than most. But we digress. You have more than earned this reward. Use it wisely, Initiate. Are you prepared for one last journey to Tamriel? I believe our final success is nearly at hand.
Yes, I'm prepared, Lord Master.
Now that we can labor over the staff without the complications Josaja introduced, I am confident we will render the artifact harmless soon. Unfortunately, one cluster of time breaches remains, this time in the barren land of Craglorn.
Should I travel to Craglorn and seal these breaches?
Yes, precisely. Josaja will provide the items you need. I was hesitant to give her this task at first, but keeping her involved to some degree seemed prudent, and perhaps humane. You should go speak with her. She needs friendly counsel.
Alright, I'll speak with Josiah and seal the breaches in Craglorn.
Safe travels, Caraval. Let us both hope that when you return, this business of the Staff of Towers will be concluded.
Are you absolutely certain Josiah interfered with your research?
I am. Magic is an intensely personal exercise, Initiate. No two mages weave their spells in exactly the same way. Like painting or sculpting, each artist has their own distinctive style. Josaja's style is difficult to miss.
What kind of spells did she use?
I will not bore you with the finer details. Perhaps an analogy? Imagine an elaborate lock with thousands of tumblers. The master locksmith must learn their sequence and sensitivity before they can devise a key. Josaja switched the tumblers.
Will she be punished?
Removing her from the project is punishment enough. In truth, the Order finds the idea of punishment repugnant. The road to justice often leads to a place of vengeance. Too often. Punishment should serve as an opportunity for growth, nothing more.
I like the Citric Order. I hope we get to join them again someday, like in a full version of a game. Well, I mean, don't get me wrong, ESO is definitely, at this point, Elder Scrolls Online is an Elder Scrolls game. Like, there's so much to do in it, so many places to go, so many people to meet, like, and you definitely cannot write this off. It's going to be part of the main series, like, in some fashion.
Oh, it's you. I assume the Lore Master sent you to collect your things for the trip to Craglorn.
Yes, are you alright, Josiah?
No, I'm not. Do I look... It's not your fault. I'm sorry. I'm not proud of what I did. But I was so close. I found Enumeral's journals in the stacks. There was a binding ritual in there. If I could get to the White Gold Tower...
You'd have used the staff despite the Lore Master's warnings?
It's just a tool. Can you even imagine all the good we could do? Nahaten flu never happened. Plane melt never happened. My father's death never happened. My family's lives destroyed. Never happened. Just tell me you understand.
I do understand. Meddling with time is too dangerous, but I understand where you're coming from, but I can't support what you're doing.
I know it's not right. I know it's Wegnithir. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for all of this. Be careful in Craglorn. We'll meet again soon. I promise.
Even though that option was in red, it has absolutely no impact on your ability to stop her. Oh, there's no point in... Oh, there's only 6 in Craglorn. Yeah, we're definitely finishing tonight. Oh, we're starting Skyrim Sunday. Oh, I'm so excited. The question is, how many streams of Skyrim are we going to get? So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll have 4 Skyrim streams before, so we'll have 12. We'll be 12 hours into Skyrim before we get back to ESO for Firesong. That's a pretty good chunk of progress. Assuming the game doesn't crash. That's always a possibility. Alrighty, let's see. Trying to figure out the best way to get started with Craglorn. Far bottom right, so down here in the ruins of the city. So we want to go to this way shrine. Yeah, it looks like we can hit 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we'll go ding, 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 ding. Yeah, okay. Make like a zigzag shape through Craglorn. Honestly, the story of Craglorn is pretty interesting. If I may come back and do it at some point when I'm not feeling so hostile to Craglorn, but I just did that story last year, and honestly, I just don't think I can stand to look at Craglorn that long. Like, I'm sorry, I shouldn't hate Craglorn as much as I do. I
feel like
fucking
we've really
hate
bonded,
Craglorn.
you know? Not on
Excuse
a
my
sticky
language.
chemical level or anything. That would be very weird. You know what I mean. I'm gonna miss this.
Maybe one day I'll be able to look at Craglorn without being like... Oh joy. What the heck did they do to this place?
No guts, no glory.
Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. What looks like should be a pretty straight up fight turns into a multi-person brawl. Oh yeah, and by the way, here come a bunch of more people.
Steady on. Shake it off.
Split up!
Like, how long does this fight go on for? See, this is what I'm talking about right here. Dang it! Why did you do that, Isabel? I was almost mounted up. Oh, it's on the other side of the wall.
I take no pleasure in killing. But I'm glad we're alive and they're not.
That was a complete waste of time. Okay. Patty mayonnaise. Alright, we got one time breach done. Oh, come on, let me mount.
This is not the end of our tale.
Woo, we ride.
Breach ahead. Say, you think Josiah's all right? I can't always tell. Your weird little faces scrunch up when you're upset, but then you bare your teeth when you're happy. It's a puzzler.
Northeast of the winery. So it's this way. There it is, I see it. Someone's doing Black Rose Prison. It's pretty ambitious of them. Alright, so next one is down in this area here. You know, I want to know what happened to the two-person Dwemer spider mount. There was supposed to be a two-person Dwemer spider mount coming. I haven't seen anything about it recently. I don't know, I'm considering dropping some, crowns to
Cragworm.
get
Ever seen
the
this many crags
two-person
in one
mount.
place? Its cup runneth over with crags. Not as many lawns as you'd expect, though. Pipe naming habits could use some work, mate.
School of Warriors discovered. There we go. And there's a chest. And a runestone.
Looking forward to seeing what you make with that.
Alright, seal this breach. Alright, 3 down, 3 to go. Oh yeah, we're gonna go a little bit over what I planned to do, but we are definitely finishing tonight.
Plenty of history hereabouts. Perfect place for a breach.
Starting
Just look out for
this
gargoyles.
Sunday
Ugly
on this
squatters,
channel on
always cluttering up the place, ruining the
twitch.tv/FormerMia.
time-worn aesthetic.
Our
Nice one,
hero claims a warrior's heart. I tell you that I'll be back in a second. I'm gonna get that way shrine for later. I tell you the dragonborn comes with a voice-wielding power of the ancient Nord arts. Believe, the dragonborn comes. It's an end to an era and all Skyrim's foes. You know the dragonborn comes. We drink to our youth, to the days come and gone, for the age of aggression is now nearly done. We'll drive out the storm cloaks and protect what we own. Through our blood and our steel we will fight for our home. Down with Ulfric, the killer of kings. On the day of your death we will drink and we will sing. With children of Skyrim and we fight all our lives. And sovereign guard beckons, every one of us dies. I think eventually, I still have some locations in this zone I need to finish on my main character. I think I need to get a group together, like, just get 3 people to help me and we just go through and finish out the rest of, I mean, technically we don't even need 3 people. We could technically go with, 1 other person, 2 max level companions. I think we can handle it. Like, anyone in my guild is good enough player that they can handle. Like, I think 2 of us, like, with a companion each, could definitely handle anything that this throws at us. So craggy. So we need to turn this way and head to the road. I was gonna say, is that a player standing like... That is one thing I'm gonna miss. I'm gonna miss seeing other players in Skyrim. It's gonna be just me and all the NPCs. It's like, after so long of watching, like... I hope that player didn't mind me jumping in and helping them. It definitely looked like they needed it. If they ever make a second Elder Scrolls Online game that takes place in Akavir, I will definitely stream the entirety of that game as well. So, just saying. I don't think it'll ever happen, but if it does. Honestly, I would love if they add Akavir to the base Elder Scrolls Online game. Look how beautiful this game is. Like, this is Elder Scrolls at its finest. I absolutely hope Elder Scrolls 6 looks as beautiful, or more beautiful than this. Like, realistic graphics is one thing, but if you just revert to the point where all the characters look absolutely awful,
there's a breach here, mate.
I'm gonna be
I'm seeing a bridge
sad.
or maybe a flat sideways tower
There it
people
is.
can walk on. I guess that
Right
kind
in
the
front of the
thing.
entrance to
Only having
Skyreach.
3 dimensions does make things simpler.
Okay, one more. I think it's up near Dragonstar Arena. Down with the killer of kings. On the day of your death we will drink and we will sing. To the children of Skyrim we fight all our lives. And sovereign God beckons, every one of us dies. It's been pretty quiet in guild chat lately. I'm surprised I haven't seen anyone on. In fact, I've tried to get some people together the last couple nights and nobody's joined in. It's okay, we'll get a chance tonight probably. The ones who haven't done their Crowborn Horror will get that done.
Grace hangs around us here. I can feel it.
Watch your step around here, mate. This arena is what we in the dimension-hopping community call a really bad idea door. Daedric misdrift for sure. Let's find this breach and go, alright?
Yeah, I've been in here. I know what it's like. Dimension hopping is definitely an accurate statement for what happens here. Okay, well, I've not been here as Reewish. I've been here as my main character.
Initiate. Something terrible has occurred.
Which is why it's white. I do like that it saves the completion of the arena, so that way you don't have to complete an arena. Wait, does that mean Black Rose Prison is in white for me? Nope, Black Rose Prison's not, even though I finished Black Rose Prison before. Black Rose Prison is also an arena. Maybe I have done Dragonstar on... No, I wouldn't have done Dragonstar on this character. That would be weird. Because surely I would have streamed it if I had. I haven't done much on this character that hasn't been streamed. Huh. Got me some 2,000 Telvar stones. Let me fix up my gear before we go any further, since I'm here. Oh yeah, it was definitely a good idea to have done that. Just get some... Yeah, my gear got in pretty bad shape since the last time I fixed it.
Thank you for returning so quickly, Initiate. Our situation is dire. Shortly after you left, the fragments of the Staff of Towers disappeared. Stolen, I'm afraid, by one of our own.
Josiah.
Regrettably, yes. The lion's share of the blame falls upon me for not recognizing the depths of her despair, pushing her away from the task when I should have kept her close at hand. But guilt and penance will have to wait. We have much to do.
What will happen if she tries to use the staff?
Difficult to say. She mentioned an alien binding ritual she discovered. If it's successful, the catastrophe might be more limited in scope. But make no mistake, there will be a catastrophe if we do not act quickly to stop her.
Then we need to stop her.
Indeed we do, and quickly. Take this, Initiate. You will need it during the trials ahead. Josiah was very thorough in her preparation. Apparently, she mastered the art of ghostly passage without my knowledge, a feat as impressive as it is frustrating. Attempts to scry her location have failed. We must take a more direct approach.
Alright, how are we going to find her?
I'd look through her things, an abominable breach of confidence, I know. In any event, I found some renderings of a mine her family once owned, Divad Chagrin. It is both remote and largely untouched by world events. Perfect for her endeavor.
Do you think she's hiding in this mine?
Not for long. A familiar place can serve as a temporal anchor. If she went to Divad Chagrin, she almost certainly plans to use it as a springboard into an unfamiliar place, an unfamiliar time. Take the auger and these seals, and find this mine.
Don't worry, I'll travel to Divad's Shargan mine and stop Josiah before it's too late.
If you catch her, when you catch her, please exercise mercy and restraint. As you well know, Josiah is not evil, only misguided. May the old ways guide your steps, Caraval.
Why do you need me for this? You're the most powerful mages on Nern.
Yes, that is precisely why this task falls to you. Psijics like the Right Master and I exert tremendous stress on the orbic forces around us. Our very existence presents arcane risk. If we approached a ritual like the one Josiah has planned...
What would happen?
Frankly, I do not know. But I suspect the power of the staff would spin even further out of control, consuming Josiah in the process. You, though, you command the Order's power, but leave a far shallower footprint.
All right.
I am truly sorry, Initiate. It pains me to send you into such peril alone. Rest assured, we will keep a close eye on your progress. Once you have rendered the staff inert, we will come to assist you immediately.
Don't worry, I have my companions with me. You said Josiah might use the mine as a springboard to an unfamiliar place?
Yes, and perhaps more importantly, an unfamiliar time. The staff's creator, Anumaril, reigned from the White Gold Tower. The White Gold staff fragment sits atop the other 7. It is possible that the tower itself may be required for her ritual.
But the White Gold Tower is overrun by Moloch Bal's Daedra.
As I said, an unfamiliar time. The towers exist on a level beyond the physical, Initiate, apart from time in the way we understand it. If I was forced to guess where she was headed, the White Gold Tower would be my reply.
The White Gold Tower detached from time?
Yes. That idea alone presents a series of frightening paradoxes. I truly hope I am wrong in this.
If the ritual's already begun, how do I stop it?
In this, I can provide little more than supposition. Gripping the staff or attempting to sunder it would likely make things worse. Were I in your position, I would focus on its effects. Rifts, breaches, inversions. Seal them first.
Will that stop it?
It may. The power of the staff must have some means of escape, like breath from the lungs or air from a bellows. Without this, the power will swell beyond the staff's ability to contain it.
What happens if the staff fails to contain it?
The staff will either shatter into 8 inert fragments, or the power will coalesce into an impossibly dense orbit gyre, creating a new dragon break. Or perhaps something worse. I wish I could be more reassuring, but the old ways demand that we see things as they are, not as we wish them to be.
Oh great, so we could accidentally cause a dragon break. Which, I might remind you, is absolute chaos. I wonder if they're going to use a dragon break as the explanation for how Skyrim makes sense. I hope they don't. I hope there's like one canonical ending. Like, I told you guys we would be coming back here sooner than you thought. When I got the Sky Shard in this place back in April or so. Yeah, but the best part about having companions is that you're never alone anymore. Your companion can go with you almost anywhere, including into places that you used to have to go to alone, like fighting Molag Bal. Like you can now, your companion can now help you fight Molag Bal.
There's a time breach around here for sure, mate. And it's not petite. I hope you're sure about this. For your sake, I mean.
Yeah, so we're just gonna take the straight path through because somebody's done clear the path for us, thank goodness. Well, for the most part. It looks like up ahead it's gonna become more field, but they mostly cleared the path for us.
I'm with you, my friend.
You know, I think I will turn this into a regular part instead of naming it overtime, like, because it's the last, like, it's technically the last, like, stream until, like, we're just doing catch-up content, or not catch-up, but we're doing, you know, current content. Like, this is the last of the old content that I am going to be doing for any time soon.
There it is. After you, I guess. Hope you ate something light.
Well, you know, may as well grab a plunder skull while I'm here. The time-lost throne room. The Imperial throne room at the base of the White Gold Tower is one of the most important metaphysical foci of all Mundus, so much so that it can be said to exist adjacent to all time and space in the Adric creation. There is something that I must do.
I use this staff to make right what once went wrong.
The staff's tearing her apart. Things are about to get very weird.
It's tradition at this point, sorry.
Sasha from an alternate timeline. She doesn't look happy.
Does she ever look happy? I mean, working for the Longhouse Emperors, I wouldn't be surprised she was unhappy.
Time breach is vulnerable. Now seal it up tight.
Oh, okay, that was me sending her back to where she came from.
What is this? Magic? You will
Another
pay
angry
for
Sasha incoming. And she brought her brother along. Charming. Another breach to seal. Part 2, hero.
The Staff of Towers. At last. Time is mine to control. You will not stand in my way.
Josarja, the evil Sijic tyrant, drew the short straw on this one, mate. Let's take her down.
The Sijic tyrant.
That breach! That's the last of them! Seal it! It's over. Good work. For a meat brain, I mean.
Josarja, you're alive. I fully expected more chaos. I see our newest member has the situation well in hand.
They've been invaluable to this effort, Relic Master.
That is quite clear. Kellerus, see to your apprentice. I shall recover the Staff of Towers.
Is it?
Yes, of course.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Was anyone hurt? I will never forgive myself if someone was...
No one was hurt. Why did you do it, Josiah?
You know why, Initiate. Everyone knows why. I looked at the Staff of Towers and saw a world without consequences. A world where no sin, small or large, would go unpunished. Where nothing broken was beyond repair. I was wrong.
You could have destroyed time.
I know. But some pain runs so deep that it blinds you, weakens your senses, makes you believe in the impossible. Have you ever felt a pain like that? What's time compared to all the people you love? It doesn't make sense, I know.
Do you think the Order will take you back?
No, and they shouldn't. I betrayed the Lore Master's confidence, betrayed the old ways, everything the Sijic stand for. No, I will face my justice. I will accept the punishment, whatever it is.
Alright, it's time to leave. Portal to Artaeum. That usually goes to Somerset. Well, we're just gonna ride to the Sepulchral Tower for the last time. Well, at least the last time to my knowledge. Who knows? Maybe one day we'll be back here again. When Somerset becomes part of the base game, could very well happen. And then they could use the Sijic Order again, because everybody will have it. And most people have it anyway, so they either bought it or they have it through ESO Plus, so I mean... For the longest time, they were giving out Vardenfell for free to everybody that bought the game anyway, so they just actually made it part of the base game.
Our adventure is coming to an end, eh? Look, can we talk in private? The Athenaeum, maybe? It won't be a moment.
Sure, Augur.
Thanks, mate. I know you've got other adventures ahead, but I wanted to just take a moment and speak face to Crystal's sort of face.
Sure, what do you want to talk about?
Our deal, what else? When we set out, I held you to a promise. You said if I helped you, you'd try to keep me out of the Sijic vault. Well, I helped. So?
If you know everything, didn't you already know what I'm going to do?
I knew you were clever. In answer to your direct question, yes, I know what you'll do. But I want you to look at me when you say it. So you're also saying it to yourself, see? A moment of truth and self-reflection. How exciting.
I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet.
Ah, the hero demurs. Well, suppose we'll find out soon enough. But enough of that. This might be our last farewell, mate. What's the custom? Letting a vessel full of that swell you pour down your face hole and saying something saccharine?
I wanted to ask you about something else.
Yeah, of course. I could do with a bit of quiet and fresh air. Your bag, while cozy, is very, very loud.
Did you enjoy our travels?
Did I? Does an oblique cogniform have infinite angles? Please don't hurt yourself. The answer is yes. It was great. The sights, smells, the incessant jingle of all your gear on my face. Dream come true, mate.
So how do you feel about us meat brains now?
No. Truth is, I've always known you bipeds have potential. Sure, most of you just stumble through your laughably short lives, making smaller versions of yourselves, urinating, coddling shoes, I don't know. But every so often, there's a you.
Thank you.
Sure. Must be hard, though, knowing you're a lion among endless hordes of baby-rearing, urinating, shoemaking sheep. How you keep from just slaughtering them all and conquering this place, I'll never know. Not that I advocate that sort of thing.
What are your plans? Alright, I don't have more questions. We should get going.
So, it's back into the bag I go, eh? Fair enough. Just try to make a little more room, alright? I like lumps of ore and rodent meat as much as the next transdimensional entity, but it gets ridiculous in there sometimes.
Right, let's go. Technically, all of that is inside my crafting bag, which is not what you're in.
Ah, does my heart good to see you, Initiate. The events of the last few days, I must admit, they have taken a toll. I was just preparing Josaja's proclamation of banishment. Not a simple task, I can tell you.
So she's being ejected from the Sijic Order?
Surely this comes as no surprise. She deceived me and the Right Master, stole an artifact of unimaginable power, and very nearly broke time itself. Exile is our only recourse. This brings me no joy. I care deeply for Josaja. It is tragic.
What will happen to the Staff of Towers?
Relic Master Glenadier sealed it in the vault of Moawita, and there it will remain. So long as I draw breath, that staff will never again see the light of day.
Can we discuss the Augur of the Obscure? It agreed to help on the condition that I set it free.
I would not have entered into such a bargain. But given the circumstances, I understand. The Augur served us well, but we cannot permit objects of such power to roam free in Tamriel. In the wrong hands, its gift of foresight could prove costly.
The Augur seems fond of Josiah, and she's a powerful mage. What if she took it into exile?
A bold suggestion, considering her recent exploits. Still, Josaja is thirsty for answers, and the Augur is bound to provide honest counsel. Yes, this may work. The Augur will go to Josaja. She waits outside, preparing for her journey.
Good, I'll take the Augur to her now. I know normally I let you guys help me pick that, but I feel like that's something that everyone would agree on, because it's honoring the wishes of the Augur. If I'm wrong, though, feel free to roast me in the comments. Ooh, they got some elsewhere altars. Elsewhere gazebo, ancient stone. Hold on, I gotta take a look at that.
It's beautiful, isn't it? Even
Oh,
after
it's
all these
beautiful.
years, I'm still in awe
No,
of this
no,
place.
really, it's not.
And now I'll never see it again. Forgive me. We both know this is a fate I brought upon myself. Is there something you need, Initiate?
Silurus agreed to let the augur lead the island under your supervision.
He'd entrust this to me? After all I did? How I disappointed him? I don't know what to say. Actually, come to think of it, I do. I will never disappoint my mentor again. I may be exiled, but the augur and I will make a better world.
Here it is.
You don't know what this means to me. To have a friend on such a lonely journey. Thank you.
Hoping she shows up again.
I hope you'll see me off. I'm to meet the lore master at the portal to Tamriel.
I have an errand to run. I'll be there shortly.
Tranquil greetings, Initiate. Have you come to deliver the Augur of the Obscure? I cleared a place for it in the vault. All is prepared.
Silurus asked me to inform you that the Augur of the Obscure will not be returning to the vault.
Oh? That is unusual. It was my understanding that the Augur's work was concluded. Does Kellerus plan to use it for some other purpose?
Actually, Josiah will take it with her into exile.
Josiah? Well, that is an unlikely choice. But I defer, of course. Kellerus was blind to her motives before, but he knows her heart quite well now. Of that I am certain. If he thinks she is equal to the task, so be it. Thank you for informing me.
I'm so sorry for disappointing you, Lore Master.
It is as I always said, Josiah. Failure is an opportunity for growth. I hope this exile will lead you to better things.
Well, I guess this is goodbye. I'll take good care of the augur. You have my word. Thank you for everything. I deserve this exile, but I don't think I will ever deserve a friend like you. Take care of the order for me, all right?
Do you have any idea where you'll go?
First, I think I'll go home, to the Alakir. I have a lot of ghosts to confront, choices to make peace with. Changing the past was always a mirage. All we can do is face it and persevere.
And then?
I'll do what I can to ease my family's burdens, to rebuild a sense of hope, and set them back on the path to happiness. Then, travel. Definitely travel. As much as I love this place, there's a whole world to explore out there.
Safe travels, Josiah.
The time has come. Rest easy. I'm certain that both Josiah and the augur will be fine. No, they will do better than that. They will thrive.
So what happens now?
Now you reap the harvest of your good works. Through your dedication and heroism, you have proved your worthiness. So I present this final gift. Beyond this, there is nothing I can teach you. Let the old ways proclaim, you are now a true Psijic.
May the old ways
Farewell.
be kept. And with Psijic order finally rising to 10, I can now access the Undo ability, which, stepping backwards in time, resets your health, magic, and stamina position to what they were 4 seconds ago. I can time stop. I can imbue weapons with tonic power. I can accelerate myself with time. I can mend the wounds of my allies, and I can meditate. healing my health and restoring stamina and magicka every second. And I can remain that way until I toggle it off again. Is there anything here that I want? Not really. Not unless I actually take an ability. That, my friends, is the end of our weekly Elder Scrolls Online content. We are done. I can't believe we are finally at an end of, like, seriously, just look back at the journey we've taken. Like, if I was any kind of editor, I would clip in, like, some of our highlight moments, but I'm really not. I'm not good at that kind of thing. So we're not going to do that. We're just going to, like, look at the sun and the stars and the Sepulchral Tower and just, like, okay, I'm going to get emotional. So, in 2 days, here on this channel, a new Elder Scrolls adventure is going to unfold. Reewish's Descendant. We'll step into the spotlight and we will play the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. I hope you join me for that because I'm super excited for it. Of course, I will be uploading the videos to YouTube just like I'm going to do with this one, and I've done for all of Reewish's videos. And Reewish isn't done. He's going to come back. He'll be back November 20th for the Fire and Song DLC. As long as that takes. Once we're done with that DLC, we'll be back to doing Skyrim. I've gone over this multiple times. I hope to see you in Skyrim. Thank you very much, and have a great night, everybody. Goodbye.